Welcome to today's horror fiction book talk. I'm Miss Bronstein, and I'm going to show you a few video clips that'll get you interested in some of the books we have available here at the King Library and Information Commons.
The first one we're going to take a look at today is Morpheus Road.
My name is Marshall Seaver. I used to like ghost stories. Then, my best friend disappeared, and things started to happen. Bad things. Everyone thinks Cooper is dead. I hope not. I need his help, because something, is trying to kill me. I used to like ghost stories, but I learned they can take you down a road where there's no coming back. You don't have to believe me. Read my story.
So that's a quick look at Morpheus Road. Now let's take a look at the Monstrumologist trailer. Okay, and if you're interested in the Monstrumologist, we do have that book. Next up, let's take a look at The Marlborough Lens by Andrew Smith.
So that's Marlborough's Lens.
Next up, we have some Stephen King.
The Bazaar of Bad Dreams.
And if these horror novels are too scary, you can stick with some humor in Killer Pizza by Greg Taylor. And if Killer Pizza is not your thing, then let's take a look
Outside
at Pure
the dome,
from
they
the
struggle as
Apocalypse.
wretches, disfigured, desolate, dangerous. Inside the dome they seem perfect. Their skin, their hair, their lives. Fate has put Pressier and Partridge on each side of the divide. And what they're about to discover is that their worlds are not as they seem.
And if you're not interested in the apocalypse but thinking more along the line of zombies, the book you'd be interested in is next up. This is The Fear by Charles
The number of
Hickson.
confirmed deaths has passed 200. The governor has called a state of emergency.
There are hundreds and hundreds of bodies lining the streets.
Panic spread worldwide after a leaked report from the World Health Organization showed that the latest vaccination tests have failed.
With the bureaucrats out of power, we can finally take the necessary steps.
Los Angeles is now the latest city to be placed under martial law. All residents are required to report to their designated quarantine. Riots have continued for a third consecutive day, and winter rations are at an all-time low.
A group calling themselves the Fireflies have claimed responsibility for both attacks.
Their public charter calls for the return of all branches of government.
Demonstrations broke out following the exit.
And if the book Fear is checked out, you
Breaking
can
news
take a
now,
similar one
containing
called
scenes
Zombie.
which may upset some viewers. The amateur footage shows a scene of total devastation, which claim the gang carrying out the attacks was not armed, but attacking innocent victims with their bare hands, throttling and even biting. Police and army officials attending the scene have confirmed some evidence of cannibalism, but declined to comment while interviewing residents shortly after the so-called zombie attack in the Irish town of Pallaskenny. Hailed by many as the zombie attack, it is feared some of the attackers have fled the scene and may be planning attacks in other towns and cities. Confirmed reports coming in now of mass outbreaks of so-called zombie attacks occurring in and around the nation's capital.
And if that's not enough blood and guts for you, Such Wicked Intent by Kenneth Appel. Hey, thanks for joining me today looking at some of the horror fiction books we have as a selection here at the King Library and Information Commons.